Oh, that camera. Hello, and welcome to Battle of the Bricks. My name is BrickinNick. I'm going to be your host. Today I'm joined by a very good friend of mine, Pixel Monkey, or Rick.
Yep.
Say hi to everybody, Rick.
Hey chat, what's up everybody?
And welcome to Battle of the Bricks. For those of you who don't know, Battle of the Bricks is a live Lego building competition hosted here on Twitch where you, the viewers, have all the power. You guys get to decide on the challenges, you get to decide on the winner, you get to decide on the theme. There's so much influence that you guys get to have in today's stream. Today we're going to be starting off with two amazing builders. We have 8 builders competing in total. We're going to be doing 7 battles over the course of 6 weeks. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm excited to get into things with you guys. So to give you an idea of what's going to be happening today, we're going to have 2 rounds of building. There's going to be a 15-minute build and a 45-minute build. The builders are going to be using the exact same pool of parts with some Lego sets that I've sent to them. You guys can check those out by typing !sets in chat. And then we're also raising money for St. Jude's all throughout St. Jude Children's Hospital all throughout the competition. And I'm actually going to have Rick talk a little bit about that because he's had some pretty cool opportunities with St. Jude Children's Hospital. Rick?
Yeah, I've actually had the honor of going out to St. Jude twice now. I've been out to Memphis to actually see the facilities there. So St. Jude Children's Cancer and Research Hospital is not only a place where children go to be treated for their cancer, but it's also an incredible place where families don't pay a bill. So, you know, families that have a child that's suffering and needs to be treated, they get sent out by, doctors who put forth their name and say, hey, you know, they offer them up. And then if St. Jude is going to take them on, they take them on. And the families will actually live there. They live there. They are part of it. They get all their food covered. They have a place to stay, and they're quite nice. They have little rooms that have a bed, a kitchen, and everything. And everything's covered. 100%, all the bills by charity, and they can't do that without people like you guys in the chat who help donate. So remember, whether it's $1 or $100 or $1,000, it doesn't matter. Every dollar counts. The new number is roughly about $32 per second to keep the hospital running, and that includes not only just all the treatment but the research. And one of the greatest things they do there is research. They have managed to get really close to fighting a lot of cancers in children. No child should ever have to go through that in their young stages of life. They should be able to have a childhood, and that's what their goal is to help fix that. So Danny Thomas started it, and they are where they are today because of people like you guys. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for talking about that, Rick. So you guys will see when we go to the next screen that we have a donation goal. If we hit $1,000 during today's stream, and we do have some incentives come up, which you can find by typing BOTBIN in chat, which I'm going to do right now. If I can type correctly. Let's see, did I get that right?
Give them a really easy one, right?
Well, we do, yeah, there's some easy stuff to do in there. So there's lots of fun ways that you guys can mess with us to get that going. And if we hit that $1,000 today, as long as we do it in a reasonable amount of time, it'll unlock a fun special challenge for our builders in the competition today. All right, guys, I think the next thing is going to be to get ready and go meet our builders. So let's go over there and say hi to them. All right, it's time to unmute myself so they can hear me. Hello, builders. You are now welcome to unmute yourself, and we're going to get some introductions going with you guys.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
All right, we got Dave, and then Casey. Can you say hi as well?
Hello.
Oh, perfect. Hopefully everybody can hear you guys loud and clear. Chat, please confirm that you can hear them. I think I can see that they're coming through, though.
Yeah, they look
good.
And
yeah, we are pretty much ready to get some introductions started. I'm just checking on a couple things here. Timer's good. All right, so why don't we go ahead? Oh, man, look, it moved.
Confirm in chat, we can hear. It did move on you. No, he moved his camera.
I know, I didn't change anything.
I know.
All right, well, I'll make some adjustments while I'm talking to you guys. All right, let's go ahead and get our first builder introduced. No, doesn't want to do it. Let's try that. There we go. All right, so we've got Dave or Brick101 here. Dave, why don't you introduce yourself to chat?
Yeah, hello everybody. My name is Dave Pickett. I run the YouTube channel Brick101. It's my full-time job to make cool things out of Lego and other building bricks and put them on the internet. It's a pretty awesome gig, and I'm excited to be here competing.
Awesome. Did you want to talk about the 3 builds that we have highlighted for you as well?
Oh yeah, what were they?
So you have the, right now on screen we have Sonic and the Marios, if you want to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I take requests for what to build on my channel, and a long time ago somebody requested Sonic the Hedgehog, so I built that little Sonic there at a scale I call double fig. It's about roughly the size of twice the size of a minifigure.
Awesome.
You can get a lot of detail in without using too many pieces. And over the years, I've gotten more requests, so now I have all of those different characters. And have actually started having another builder come in and help me with some of those designs. So Kevin Hinkle helped me with the Yoshi, and Mark Larson helped me with both Metal Sonic and Knuckles.
Fantastic.
So yeah.
Do you know how many different characters you've done over the years, out of curiosity?
Total? I mean, I have over like 250 how to build videos on my channel.
Wow.
So
That's more than
not all of them characters, but yeah. Video games are one popular area for me, so Five Nights at Freddy's, Undertale, Cuphead, Bendy and the Ink Machine, Nintendo characters, you know, all the rage. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, and then I did those Scooby and Shaggy Brickheads recently, with the Brickheads theme being so popular right now.
Indeed.
And then Godzilla. Again, was something that Mark Larson and I collaborated on, and it's currently on Lego Ideas, so you can go support that and try and turn it into an official Lego set.
Awesome. And for everyone in chat, you guys can always type !, the name of either of our builders, Dave or Casey, and it'll give you some of their social media links. That way you guys can follow them and check out all their stuff online as well. All right, so let's swing back into the middle here. I'm just going to make a quick adjustment so that everything looks good. Yeah, I don't get why it changed that.
It doesn't like you.
It's okay. I'm fixing it as we go through. So, All right, we're now going to move on to Casey. And just a quick thing, I do want to say thank you to Crusade for his amazing $10 donation. Dun, dun, dun. And we're going to do a large Lego wearable once we get some things going here. So thank you so much, Crusade. Get some hype and love in the chat. All right, so let's go back to here. And let's meet our builder number 2, Casey. Casey, go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody here.
All right, great. Hi, everyone. I'm Casey. I'm a AFOL from the northwest suburbs of Chicago, recent college graduate. I don't think I have any particular theme that I build in specifically, but I mostly stick around mosaics and stop motion animation. Presenting that in this kind of form is a little hard. So the 3 photos I chose were, one, my most recent mosaic, which was 11 from Stranger Things. Secondly, I had a spaceport build that I had. It's kind of like space fantasy. And then the last one, I think, were my Force Awakens characters in Miniland Plus, which is just jumbo sized of the Legoland theme, I suppose. So I kind of just float around to whatever, I don't know, catches my fancy mostly. So
I would definitely say you're pretty famous for your brick films. I know you're like one of the organizers for all the brick films that are displayed at Brick World,
and
I believe
so
you
is
won
Dave,
not one but many awards at that show. Am I correct?
Only thanks to Dave, though. You know, he wasn't running it to rig it for me. So
you guys are going to be running it together this year, are you not?
Yeah, we are. So hey, time to shamelessly promote. If you're interested in submitting a film to the Brick World Film Festival, look for details in chat. I guess I'll put a link down for
Beautiful.
everyone.
Yeah.
So.
Let me get Casey's command in there as well, so you guys can check him out, and then we're gonna head back over to the main screen, make a quick adjustment here. Which one was the right? No. One. And everybody's in the right spot now.
Hey.
Amazing. All right, so the first order for today, guys, is going to be to vote on our theme for today. So I've tried something a little bit different from last time, and Casey, you can't post links. I can take care of it. I got you. Oh no. Chat, move slower. There. We'll get it fixed
Just
up.
go to brickworld.com, basically. You'll find it in
there you go, folks. That way you guys can check it out. So we have 3 different themes that are going to be on the menu for today, which should now be appearing on your screens. We got City and Architecture, Movies and Video Games, and then Agents and Aquazone. So I wanted to have some of our themes be inspired of Lego's existing themes. I don't want you guys to feel like it's too specific. What are you pointing at there, Dave?
That's my Aquazone poster that I have in the
There you go.
That would be Dave's territory then. Dun dun dun. And hello everybody in chat. We'll get started to talk to you guys once we get this vote going. So everything's going to be in chat, guys. What you'll be able to do is type ! vote space the number once I get that going. And I'm going to start that right now. You guys will have 3 minutes to vote on the theme. And then we can get caught up on chat. There's so many amazing people. He's not banned from chat, Dave, so don't get too excited.
I'm excited to see what chat's gonna vote for.
Yeah, me too.
There's a lot of options with this.
There are. It can go in a lot of different directions.
Oh, here we go. They're coming in now. Oh, looks like movies and video games is going to be...
Yep, indeed.
Wow.
I mean, honestly, it's been a popular theme in general, and it is very broad.
Yeah.
I do like to have some more broad options rather than just narrowing it specifically to LEGO themes to see where things will end up. Because you just want to give people lots of options. But I see so many of you in chat getting in on this voting action. Thank you so much, guys. If it's your first time here, I hope you guys enjoy. It's going to be an epic battle between these two amazing builders.
I don't think movies and videos is going to get dethroned on this one.
I don't think so either. And there is no switching of your votes, folks, so your vote is final once you get it in there. So beware of that.
Every vote counts here. Every vote counts.
It does indeed. So I guess as we start to move into the theme of movies and video games in the chat, and guys, don't be afraid to just keep voting. You never know if we get enough new people in here to get more to switch things up. But what are your thoughts so far, Dave and Casey?
I mean, video games, as I said, is a go-to theme for me. The other poster I have in here is a pixel art of different video games. So
nice. Very nice.
As long as it's not city and architecture, I feel pretty good about
LEGO City's still pretty generic.
All right, chat, quick, vote City.
I know, everybody change your vote quick. And yes, Captain Frost, we do both Rick and I are drinking out of Lego mugs today.
Yes.
Staying in the Lego spirit. I have a red one, he has a blue one. We got 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Casey, any thoughts from you on the possible themes?
Mostly just brainstorming. For if it is indeed.
Yeah, take this bonus minute to think before you start the 15-minute building period for our first builds.
I can sense that they're already starting to feel like, okay, it's time.
They're like starting to focus in.
I got a minute.
And we'll remind you guys, please do turn your cameras down towards the building area. That way everybody in chat can see what you're working on as we go through it.
Have pants on.
Go ahead.
Tell me how good it is.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that works. That absolutely works. Beautiful. You're both looking.
So these are the
wonderful.
3 boxes. You should.
Yes. So actually, yeah. So
I see
if
them,
you guys want, I have
these.
the set numbers there. We have mythical creatures. We have extreme engines, and then a classic green little box. I really like creator sets because they give you a wide variety of parts to work with. Because they're designed to build multiple models, I feel like that translates well to what you could build with in a format like this, in a competition. So
each builder is getting each one of these kind of sets that they're going to work with.
Yep. I've sent these to them, so that way they have the exact same things to work with. Everybody's going to work with the same thing in each round of the competition. So battle 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all going to use the same parts, and then we'll switch things up in the later rounds to mix up things in the competition here. Yeah, the mythical is a really, really nice one. All right, guys, we have 5 seconds left. Let's see how close was it.
Here we go.
Video games pulled out pretty far, but City wasn't.
You know what?
It didn't do too badly, all things considered. So, but all right, guys, today's theme is gonna be. Oh, wrong one. Movies and video games.
There you go.
All right, and are our builders ready? There's gonna be no challenge during this portion, guys. 15 minutes is already really, really tight. And again, I want you guys to focus on coming up with something awesome in a short time period, but also be mindful, you have another 45 minutes building to do afterwards. So if you go and use all of your good parts now, you might screw yourself later.
That'd be the hardest part for me, because you want to get that first build done, and you just 15 minutes, I'm just going to build the best thing, and you do, and then you used all your good parts.
And then, everything's gone. So you guys are welcome to use the pieces in whatever way, shape, and form you like, but just be mindful of what you have to do afterwards. So, builders, are you both ready? Ready? All right. Let's get building in 3, 2, 1. Build.
All right, here we go.
Oh my gosh, and Mike coming in with some biddies. Thank you so much, Mike, for those 100 bits. I really appreciate it.
What's fun is actually watching the first little bit to see who's got the skill of opening packages faster.
I know, right? He's saving more time by opening the packages quicker.
Because you gotta not only are you opening, but you have to organize really quickly too, so that you kind of have an idea of everything you're seeing, where it's gonna go, and you can kind of see it all in front of you. I can see already. Dave's already getting this sorting and organization of colors and spaces.
Oh wow, yeah. Honestly, I don't know if I feel like I would have the time for that. I think I just want to get all my parts out as quickly as possible and get going. All right, and let's say hi to everybody in chat. We got Casey. He's still talking in chat. You should be building, bud. We got Julie Andreas, Shanstar. Thank you. I gotta keep it looking fancy since I'm hosting. Rick's looking great as always. I mean, there's never a time where this guy.
Yeah, I showed up and he had a jacket on. I'm like, oh, I should have brought my jacket today, but I was like, it's summer. I'm casual right now.
Yeah. And Jules, I love organizing this. This is season 2 of Battle of the Bricks. We did season 1 last year, and I'm so excited. Something really cool that's going to be happening this year is actually our final 3 battles, the semifinals and the finals, are all going to be hosted in person at Brick World.
That's awesome.
So we're going to have some really fun opportunities to not only just be all together in the same space, but I think it's going to help make the challenges a lot more interesting since I will be there to influence things in person. So get ready for that, folks.
That's going to be awesome. That'll be something to see for sure. Oh man, look at all these parts now. You're getting into some of the...
Yep, so for anyone who doesn't know, welcome to Battle of the Bricks. It's a live Lego building competition. 8 builders, 7 battles, 1 master builder. This is season 2. It's going to be running every Sunday except for the semifinals, which are going to be on the Saturday of Brick World.
Dave's got all the parts that he's
they've all kept them a little bit separate though. Casey's kind of doing what I do.
The sort of like
each segment of each and that's how I would usually segment it. Yeah. Awesome, Jules. I'm glad you think so. I definitely wanted to make sure we got some good variety in here. Oh, so glad you saw it, Captain. Well, welcome on in, my friend. Welcome on in. I'm so glad you guys are loving the way it looks. Of course, guys, I'm always open to feedback, and I'd love to hear about how all of you are doing. Would you guys be excited to potentially participate?
Casey's getting together first with a few pieces. He's already starting to build together some stuff.
He must have an idea.
He's got an idea.
Yeah,
I feel like something's happening.
Yeah. Casey, did you have any sort of like strategy or like planning that you had done before today's battle?
So I looked at the parts, and there were definitely some things that I knew were unique that I wanted to use, and I think I've connected that, but it's just more of the means in getting there now.
I see. And what about you, Dave? What was your strategy coming into this?
I have not looked at these pieces before now, so...
He's going in blind.
Yeah. But I tend to go towards creatures, so I'm looking at the teeth pieces right now and letting that guide my inspiration. Also, these trans green spear points are pretty cool.
Oh wow, those are really cool. I didn't even realize those were in there. And thank you so much for all the hosts coming through as well. Really appreciate all of the amazing support today from all of you amazing people in chat. I will say one thing that I do when I'm building as well is I always try and look at what pieces I have on hand that are unique and will help make my creation stand out, and maybe like unique ways you can use those pieces. Because I think a lot of people more recently have talked about how Lego's become so specific. They make all these very specific pieces. But I think what's exciting about that is how it can unlock like a lot of different ways to use those pieces. Like maybe you can find a really cool, unique way to use that piece that you wouldn't expect. That makes the creation that much more exciting.
That starts to really show your imagination, I think. Not only as like a brick builder, but just somebody in general that can just look at a shape and say, this isn't just a tire, this is something else. This could be a wheel for something. This could be something that turns something else. It doesn't have to be specifically what it's for. I was thinking about that. It's like when we were kids, we didn't have sets, right? We just had bins, and people just had a bin of Lego, and you would sit down and play. And you'd build a car, but you'd build a car based on your imagination. You didn't have a set to do that. So it's interesting now watching people still do that kind of mentality instead of just saying, hey, this is the set I bought, I'm going to build this dragon.
Yeah. We just drafted that mystical set. Oh, nice, Kevin. Did you get some good pieces out of that draft? For anyone who doesn't know, a lot of times Lego user groups or groups of Lego fans will do what's called a set draft, where they'll organize out all the pieces from multiple of the same set. That way, when you draft a set of parts, you're getting a good amount of them. That way you can use them for your building. So that's always a good way. Little John, hello, TikTokia. I know Rafe is in here as well. People have changed their names. Good to know. Thank you for letting me know, guys. I see so many hosts, and we got another follow in there as well. Next thread, welcome to Bricksburg. Welcome to Bricksburg. And guys, don't forget, we are raising money for St. Jude's. We already had one amazing donation come in. If you want to donate, the link is right here. And if you want to see the silly things you can make at Jude, which we actually need to do the first wear. Crusade, are you still here? You need to decide who's going to be suffering this wear. So Little John, we are changing up the format a little bit this year. We're going to actually do a 15-minute portion to really, see how well they can do it in a very small time format. And then we're going to be moving on to the 45-minute time portion afterwards.
I think it's really cool. I think adding this extra little piece in can really mess with somebody.
Yep. And honestly, that's the idea, to make it even more difficult. So,
Nick is looking fantastic today. Look at this guy.
Thank you. Of course, it's you that will suffer, Nick. All right, so I know I need to do wear W large in chat to see what I'm going to be rocking. Number 3. Which one was that? That's the large ones. Let me see.
Good luck.
Oh, you know what? The classic.
Oh, yes.
I think even Rick's worn this one before.
I've seen it. Did I wear that? I mean, I just put it on for fun.
It might have been me. But all right, you guys are gonna get Uninikki to host for a little bit.
Oh man.
And Clayton, it is indeed a Lego bow tie I'm rocking. I'm now Unikitty rocking a bow tie.
That's very nice, actually.
Thank you. And builders, just to let you know, you have 9 minutes remaining. That time is going by super duper quickly.
He's got Dave's got thumbs up. He's feeling it. I feel like he's pushing together. I feel like he's got
I
a
see some
figure
stuff
forming
coming
right
together
now.
there.
Definitely.
Casey, I don't know. I feel like he's been doing a lot, but I don't know if he's hiding his build off screen.
Casey's not sure. He's waving his hand around a little bit. I think he's putting together a lot of little pieces to see what he's got a feeling for right now.
You know,
it's got to be hard. Like, I mean, movies and video games are big.
it's almost so broad it makes it harder because it's like as you're working on something you might be inspired by something else and want to change it up.
Well, and right now we have so many new movies, like and with the big boom of comic heroes and Marvel movies and stuff like that, a lot more is predominant. It pops into your head. Yeah, like these ideas come really quickly. It's almost faster and more normal than gaming.
It is. I know. It is. It's crazy how big it's gotten.
I'm boring. I would probably just see green pieces and build Yoshi. I mean, like,
hey, that would work. Why not? I mean, that's what's awesome about Lego. It's whatever your imagination takes you, right? And Katie, thank you so much for the host. Nick is made in that outfit. Well, thank you, Hulk. Good to see you, my man. And only happy thoughts. Only happy thoughts.
Only happy thoughts.
No angry kitty today, hopefully. I don't know. Maybe one of our builders are going to become angry kitty if they get frustrated.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. How are you guys feeling so far?
I'm feeling good. I know what I'm doing. I just need to figure out if I have the pieces to do it.
Casey's still giving the handshake.
The handshake.
Yeah. I feel like he's leading us on though. He's got an idea. All these pieces are there.
He's so focused he doesn't even want to talk. And that's okay, guys. You guys are welcome to be focused on your building. We'll just continue to commentate and berate you.
You can talk. He's still not sure about what he's gonna say.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of in the same boat as Dave. Like, I know what I want. It's just the parts selection forces you to
rethink.
And remember, guys, no one's holding you to your mock standards. No one's expecting to see something, that's going to be your most popular creation on Twitter or YouTube.
You'll be your worst enemy here.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be your own worst enemy. Everybody's used to seeing what I do with, like, viewer build requests. Yeah. Quick little builds, make them recognizable, find some fun details here and there.
But you also use a lot more pieces.
I'm using a relatively small. I don't use my whole collection for viewer build requests. I use 3 limited sets of pieces. So you're holding both of them to their mock standards. Well, that's Dan. So Dan's gonna hold you guys to that. I don't know if the rest of the chat will. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out, just looking at Dave's character right now, what we've got going on, and I feel like I see some limbs and a head. I feel like we've got. I don't know. He's holding up his hand to block. We can't. I don't know what he's trying to. He's trying
to keep their cards close. They don't want to give away too much.
Coming together though. Something's happening there.
Absolutely. I do want to mention, we were talking about it earlier, getting the rest of you guys involved. So outside of this main season of Battle of the Bricks that I do, I've also done what I call community specials, where literally anyone, if you guys hang out in the stream regularly and stuff like that, you guys would be welcome to kind of apply to be on an episode of that. We did 2 of them earlier this year. They were super fun. I just brought in some of the friends from the stream, and I got them Lego sets, and we did kind of the same thing, but just in a single episode to be a fun little community thing, right?
That's a great.
So you don't have to be an extremely good builder to get involved with that. After the main season, we'll definitely be getting some more of those going. I think I'm going to aim for like once a month or something like that. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Anything to bring the community together for this stuff is awesome.
It is, exactly.
It's a growing community.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yep, indeed we are building.
See, now we're seeing Casey put together some bigger pieces now.
Yeah, I know. It's starting to take shape all of a sudden. Oh, and Dave's already got something shown. Look at that.
What is that?
Are you done already?
John?
I've got 1 build done, and now I'm trying to
You have another 5 minutes, so I mean, the more you can squeeze into the time, the more impressive it might be to chat. So, and remember, chat's the judge and jury here. They get to decide your fate today, guys. There's only one person going on from today, guys. There's no losers bracket.
Oh, wow.
It's you lose, you're out. You are out. No, you gotta believe in yourself, man. You gotta believe in yourself. Anybody can do whatever they want with Lego. It might be hard at first, but with more practice, you can build anything.
Yeah, you know what? I've noticed that myself now that my daughter's playing with it here and there. Yeah. Like, she'll say, hey, let's build something, and I, like, just dump the bin out, and I'm like, okay, let's just play. I was rusty for a while, but now I'm starting to be able to just, like, put together stuff like I was when I was a kid, It's a big difference just playing around.
That's amazing.
You have to lose that edge of inhibition of
yes.
being worried
Yeah,
about,
yeah,
what's
exactly.
it going to look like?
Exactly.
Oh, it has to look perfect. No, it doesn't have to look like anything.
Yeah,
it
it's
has
just
to,
gotta be
and
fun and something
she's
you
got
enjoy
such
doing.
a great imagination. Like,
Yeah.
she's cool to do anything. Like, she's like, oh, this
Absolutely.
is a plane. I'm
Yeah.
like, it's a stick.
Hello, Shane. How are you doing? Here to cheer on your brother, or maybe cheer against your brother.
You don't have all night. It's going to go for another hour and a half.
Yep, we're gonna be here till around 5 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, an hour and a half. It shouldn't be too late of a night, Noel. These are gonna be a little bit shorter streams. The Battle of the Bricks.
Yep.
Indeed, Mr. Shane. Hello, hello, hello.
And reminder while you're in the chat, if you do have Twitter or anything like that, you guys can also retweet the stream out, get more people in here, get more eyes on it, get them excited about Lego,
Yep.
and spread that awareness towards St.
And we
Jude
do
everything
also have a brick building community here on Twitch. It's a great place to check out all of the other Lego building streamers. You can actually follow the community. That when you go to your follow tab, you can click on communities and then see who's live within those communities.
You're noticing a theme, with these two characters right now? A little bit.
Which ones? The ones that they were
Yes.
working on?
And Casey now.
Oh wow, yeah, they
See?
both like drifted towards the dark red. It
Yeah.
looks like.
Yeah.
Interesting indeed.
And,
I like what
look
I'm
at the
seeing though.
limbs.
Some exciting stuff.
Uh-huh.
For
The dark red is such a great color.
that. It
is
is
a really great
it's a
color with
beautiful
this.
color. Although a little bit of a nasty one sometimes. The dark red can be a little bit fragile, actually.
Yeah, you
Can be
told
a
me that
little bit
before, and I was
fragile.
really surprised to hear that.
Thankfully there's no reddish brown in these sets, so you guys
Yes.
should be good for. Don't have to worry about breaking any pieces today. Hopefully.
Ooh, that'd be the worst in one of these competitions.
I know,
Break a
have
piece
a
right when
piece
you need it.
Yep.
See, I would crack on this. I would never be able to do this. But then again, I don't build enough Lego, so I'd be just sitting there sweating for 14 minutes, and then I'd put together 4 pieces, and it'd be like a stick man.
But it could be the best stickman ever in your imagination, right? That's what
Yes,
it's all
this is
about.
true.
Especially if you can, and I'll let our builders know here that having a little bit of a story can add quite a bit. Even
Oh.
if your build's lacking a little
Mhm.
bit, you can sell it with a story behind that character,
Ooh.
right? Bring some life into the character. So,
Very cool.
but I definitely like what I'm seeing here. You guys are just getting down to the 2-minute mark. How are we
2
feeling?
minutes.
That was the only
That was it.
coherent thing I could say.
It'll be interesting 45-minute build with these pieces that are left.
Yep.
I hope you guys have saved some good pieces for that.
Indeed. I hope you
Honestly,
guys feel like
I-
you have a good amount to work with as well.
I've only been thinking about current Dave. I haven't been worrying about future Dave yet.
Future
so-
Dave deal with that one.
Oh,
At least they are
hopefully.
reddish brown, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Give him some encouragement, guys. Give him some encouragement. Maybe feel free to throw out some ideas as well, like knowing that the theme is movies and
Yeah.
video games. What would you guys be building if you wanted to?
You had 15 minutes and
Yeah.
only limited pieces. Let's get some first thoughts in the chat.
Yeah, always get to hear about what you guys would do.
First character comes to mind. What would yours be?
I think Destiny would be the first thing that hops into mind.
Really?
Yeah.
Still going back to the Destiny, eh?
Even though I'm not playing Destiny at all right now, it's
Yeah.
and I spend so much time in that game. I feel like I just know it inside
You
and
just
out.
know it?
Yep, I do. Yes, it is indeed Clayton. It is indeed. I don't have easy access to a picture of that. You can definitely find that in the social though. Soccer, I'm going to go ahead and say no, and whatever parts they use in that first build, they are going to have to suffer the consequences. If they use the part that they realize they want later, those builds would not be allowed to have parts removed from them.
That's the toughest part about this.
Yeah, is that you may regret using a piece later. Which is why I wanted to throw it in there. I want to make it a little bit more challenging today.
That is definitely a lot more challenging.
You know, I totally agree. That's a very good thinking. Very good thinking, Kevin. Could be.
Ooh, yeah, you know what?
Mushu from Mulan. That'd be awesome.
Mushu from Mulan would be great.
I would say Soccer Kid overall, like what builds they have to present at the end overall are what going to be you guys consider as the deciding factor for the thing. All right, guys, and bricks down, please. Time is up. I don't have like any audio notifications.
Dave just got out another character.
All right. Looks like we got both builds ready. Are you guys ready to present your builds to chat quickly?
Sure.
All right.
I'll go first. I was inspired by this dragon foot piece here in dark red.
Oh, cool. That's a
kind of
very cool
looks like
piece.
the
Yeah.
top of Groot's head. I don't know how well you can.
Groot.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm gonna do this against a
Now
white
we
background.
see it.
Like that. You can kind of see the bumps on the head there better.
Drop it down a little bit lower.
Yeah,
There we go. Perfect. Yeah, that's excellent thinking. A very creative way to make use of that piece to look like something we all know and love.
So that was Groot, and then I tried to do Rocket. I kind of ran out of time on this raccoon.
I think he's still a reasonably
he's
recognizable
more of a
little
trash
raccoon.
panda than actually Rocket. Yeah.
Very
Sorry.
nice.
I think it's kind of cute that you use like the engine piece on his chest there. Gives some good shaping. So, no, really, really awesome. Everybody in chat's definitely saying they love it. So, well done, Dave. All right, Casey, it is your turn to present. Let's see what you've got.
All right, so
wow.
For me, I was thinking, what is the greatest video game of all time? And that video game would be RuneScape, obviously. So naturally, I saw the dark red. I was thinking, boom, dragon armor, right? And also the horns. So I've got a RuneScape player here with dragon medium helm, especially with my friends Eli and Greg in the chat. That's like all we talk about, right? So
yeah, lift it up a little bit higher for us, Casey.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Dragon medium helm, a little bit of dragon armor. He's kind of got a fierce expression on his face.
That he does.
And also a like a nice little longsword going on there. Would have had some legs, but ran out of time, so what I came up with. So.
Tough fight.
Yeah, he's been in a tough battle, perhaps. Yeah, maybe some PvP took his legs out.
Yeah.
All right, well, guys, take a moment to kind of reset yourselves for our 45-minute round. There's going to be 2 different rounds of challenges, potentially. We still got to raise some more money for St. Jude's if we want to see that second bonus challenge. So if you guys can help St. Jude Children's Hospital, which is an incredible, incredible cause, please check out ¡Donate, and you can also see the fun incentives that you can put us through. All right, are both our builders ready for the second round?
Ready.
Ready? All right. And here we go in 3, 2, 1.
And now the question is going to be, do they pick something that fits with these characters?
Yeah, I know you gotta wonder if they're gonna have one cohesive theme, or is it gonna be 2 different sets of things? Yeah,
you gotta wonder. Do you do objects? Do you do more characters? I would feel like a scene would be really cool because you can kind of set your characters into it.
Yep. And I have seen that before in the competition in the previous rounds. That there's like multiple little builds that all connect together in a nice little story and put together a really nice little scene. Yes, you will indeed vote at the end, Jules. So I just wanted to see how we could challenge the builders in a little bit of shorter time format. They're now gonna have a much more
5
yeah,
minutes.
It's gonna be a lot of time. Honestly, there is a potential even that like because of just how limited the pool of parts is, things could potentially end a little bit early.
It could.
But I think it would always be cool to see, even with very few remaining pieces, how could they potentially take those
how do they use them
and add them to their model, right?
Just add accents,
yeah,
little things like
little
that.
Things
how do
that
you
can
creatively
throw in,
do that?
right?
The hardest part with this and the limited pieces is how big do you make it? Because you have to decide sort of how big this is going to be before you start, because you could run out of pieces. So you're like, okay, I have to keep this, within reason.
Yeah, you don't want to get too ambitious and then realize your whole build's going to fail. Whereas doing multiple small builds, at least if you don't finish one of them, you still have all the other ones to rely on, right?
I'm still waiting to see how somebody uses the rubber tires.
Yeah, if someone goes for a car and mixes that into
Not
things.
even, just something.
Or, something different. You never know how they might end up using those. You never know. Right. Let me see what we got up here. I think there is one quick thing I need to take care of.
Do it.
Or one of our challenges.
Alright, chat. Let's get some hype in the chat for these 2 awesome builders so far. Been an incredible first 15 minutes to see what they've come up with. I love some of the unique uses of some of the parts to show things like the teeth or the, like top of the head of Groot there and stuff like that. Everybody sees things differently.
We do indeed. Alright, I'm gonna remove this guy. Then potentially, thank you.
I can just put it back for you.
It's all right next to you. That's how it was set up.
Thank you for the hype.
That's what we like to see, folks.
That's what I like to see.
Let's talk about Lego in general, though. So I've been part of the Lego community for pretty much like my whole life, since I was like 12 or 13. The Lego community, I would say, kind of really grew out of Flickr as a website, which still a lot of people use to share their creations and stuff like that. Personally, like some of my favorite experiences in the Lego community have been conventions, which is also, funnily enough, ended up being one of my favorite things as part of the Twitch community. Is meetups and conventions, just getting to hang out with those people that you connect with from all over the world and spending time with them in person. Have you had any sort of experience with did you grow up with Lego?
Oh yeah, well? We grew up with Lego when I was a kid. Because it was sort of one of those toys that it wasn't like a gimmick. It was sort of everybody had it. But like I said, it was like you'd have a Rubbermaid or like a Tupperware of Lego, and there was no sets. It was just like everybody had it, and you just pull it apart and play. And actually, all the way up through into college, even when I had a buddy of mine that was in college, and when we'd go to his house, I mean, we're talking, like we were in our 20s, and we'd go to the house, and he had a Rubbermaid of Lego, and the idea was we would just bring out our drinks, throw on a movie, and put the tub down on the floor,
dude,
and we would sit down. And so like there'd be like 8 people all sitting around this tub of Lego on the floor, watching like whatever movies and having drinks. And it was like a party, but it was like in college and stuff. And it was like, we still went out clubbing and all this other stuff, but we still had our fun Lego nights. So even in college, we did that all the way up to
That's super fun.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Drowning Dog, hello there. I think no. Yes, I am wearing a Lego bow tie indeed. Flicker's number 1. You started on Mock Pages. Awesome. Admittedly, Mock Pages, it was actually like a dedicated website for fans to share their creations. For anyone who doesn't know, Mock stands for My Own Creation. It's a term very commonly used in the Lego community. But I never personally used it. I checked out creations every once in a while there. But welcome, Drowning Dog. Thank you so much for the follow. Really, really appreciate it.
How about our builders?
Yeah, let's talk to our builders.
Dave.
Yeah, so I actually, when I was 13 years old, there was an old thing on the internet called news groups.
Yep, I remember those.
So rec.toys.lego was my introduction.
Oh, wow. So you were back on the rec thing, hey?
Yeah, but I was 13 talking with all the 40-year-olds about Lego.
That's how it was.
It's still like archived on Google, I found out recently.
Yes,
so
I heard about that recently as well.
Saw some really awkward old posts I did as a 13-year-old. But yeah, I kind of had a dim age in college.
Did you call it a dim age?
He did.
Are you trying to avoid calling it a dark ages?
I mean, like, I still had Lego and was making Lego movies. It just, I was separated from the main collection at that point. So.
I see. So it wasn't quite so dark, just dim.
Mine were dark. We went completely dark on Lego until now.
Yep. Dave would have been an OGAFO. Indeed.
Yes.
Yep. It's very true. And what about you, Casey? What is your Lego story like?
So I started out, funnily enough, my brother was just kind of like Googling Bionicle, because we were really into Bionicle when I was probably like 12, 11, something like that. And he stumbled across BZ Power and the forum. And from there, on their homepage one time, they had one of their moderators featured on a podcast called LAML Radio with James Wadsworth. And from there, I found out about Brickshelf and Mock Pages and other forums and things like that, because when I was on BZ Power, I was mostly doing things like Avatar: The Last Airbender roleplay and things like that in the off-topic, off-topic forums. And then I branched out and found things like, Mock Pages, Flickr, things like that.
Yep.
And that's how I got introduced to Brick World as well, was Brian Bonahum was on that podcast. And I heard about these damaged box sales, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want 50% off Lego. And then the year I go is the year they cancel it, so got a little baited into it, but that's okay.
I think it's been pretty worth it, though, going to Brick World every year now. You've met some pretty cool people.
Yeah.
Won a couple awards yourself there, Casey.
Not wrong.
Not wrong at all.
It never stops to amaze me, like whenever I go anywhere now, and it's actually becoming, I don't know if it's becoming more prominent, that you're actually seeing like those large Lego builds everywhere. I took my daughter to the ROM like a month ago, and they have the castle Lego.
That's right, they do have it.
And I was not expecting it. I had no idea. So we're going through, and you're learning about science, and all of a sudden there's this whole section of just how to build castle Legos. And some of the castles in there were incredible.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of them. It's a really, really cool display.
Man, but that's the kind of stuff like we never would have when I was younger. Like you never would have seen that stuff. Like even all the way up until it's only now. And I think last summer I was telling you about the one that they did in the Royal Botanical Gardens here, where they did the big giant animal Legos that were in these botanical gardens where people like to just walk and enjoy nature, and they had like professionally built large Lego statues. So
those were probably built by Sean Kenny, I assume.
I think so. That's been a roaming exhibit.
Yeah.
It's some really cool stuff some of those guys are doing. Yeah, Brickshelf is, I think, one of the OG Lego sharing platforms. I shared like a handful of photos on there, but I've rarely used it. Indeed, with the time machining here, though. And Almeria, hello, Toasty, welcome. Welcome, friends.
Well, Lego is timeless.
It is. That's one of my favorite things about it.
It's timeless. So
Lugnet, that's what it was called.
it's not hard to see people or have people in chat actually be able to share a story from a long time ago, depending on their age, you know.
Yeah, and we encourage everyone in chat to talk about like where their Lego journey might have begun, or even if they're not into Lego anymore, what Lego meant to them maybe as a kid or something like that. And what kind of stuff they like to do.
I might not even be as big into it anymore, like only because now my daughter is where I'm starting to play with it again. But I still have a deep appreciation for seeing what people can do with this stuff, especially like what you guys do. And I don't think there's ever a time that I can't be like, oh, it's Lego, who cares? No, I think it's really neat, so I always like to see it. So it doesn't matter whether you're still in it or not. Yeah. Sean is definitely cornered the botanical garden zoo market for travel. Yes, yes. It's just interesting to see that stuff so popular now in these places. So it's great. Oh no! You had to hold on the super cheap Lego. See, I'm still always looking for more Lego for my daughter because I want to make like a really big Lego building section, like a table, and I actually want to get the plates and put it into the
get them on the
place
table and integrate them and everything like that. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. With Wraithful and Nick, you're welcome, Tick. You are welcome, Tick. It looks like you've been enjoying it a lot more than you're willing to admit, though. Tick here is an artist here on Twitch.
Nice.
But we've been slowly bringing her over to the Lego side of things, and I think she's having a hard time accepting how much she enjoys it.
It's possible. I mean, you've done it to me, so you kind of brought me back into Lego. It's Nick's fault.
Oh.
Ever since we did the Millennium Falcon,
yes.
I'm just
feeling that bug again, right?
I've never felt my thumb so painful, but at least so overjoyed to build something.
Yep. Indeed. Amir, that's really exciting. There's a really amazing set that Lego's come out. It's something I think that people have wanted to see from Lego for a long time, which is a roller coaster, like a straight up,
that's cool,
proper roller coaster.
Oops.
So, no loops yet. No loops yet. I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see that eventually. I'm sure some fans will probably hack their way into making it happen. So it's gonna be pretty awesome. Used to be a toy for me, but it's really grown to be a medium that I can use to express myself creatively.
Beautiful. And
whereas when I was 13, 16, I usually would mention it. Oh, I totally feel that, Jules. You go through a quiet time in like high school. Mm-hmm. Can definitely relate to that. Every introduction, yeah. And it does become a part of you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's funny, like I was saying, like in college when we had those parties, at first it would throw people off. Like some people would come over and they don't know that we do this, and we would just bring the bin out and throw it on the floor, and then some people would just kind of hang out in the back, but a few of us would get on the floor and start building Lego, and they're like, what are you doing? We're like, we're just building Lego, and slowly they'd creep towards it, and then eventually by the end of the party, like everybody's on the floor building something, you know what I mean? It's really funny.
Just having a good time with it, right?
Yeah. Gently pushing your daughter into building. Nice. That's great. The thing like I was saying about it, it's great, is, kids have incredible imagination, and nurturing that is important, and finding ways that we can do that. And I think Lego's a great way because it's not on a computer, it's not in front of a TV, and it still, it still pushes those boundaries in them to come up with something, not necessarily just following the guidelines or a book, but,
using your imagination.
That's why I like a bin of Lego.
Yeah.
Throw away the books.
Yep. It doesn't make you feel like you're restricted in any way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of grew into Legos till I saw Nick stream, and you're starting to get back into it. It's amazing. So glad to hear it. And Gil, hello, welcome on in, buddy. Recent convert, married an AFL. Yep, that's one way to get yourself involved with Legos. Marry someone who's crazy obsessed with it. You will slowly get pulled into it, slowly but surely.
Nice.
Flicker is epic, indeed it is. Yep, it's awesomeness there. Okay, let's go. Got one thing to get ready. We are going to be coming up on our first build challenge, folks.
What does that mean?
We're gonna make your life a little bit more difficult for a couple minutes, depending on what chat decides. So,
go.
Yay!
I know, right? As if it wasn't stressful enough. That's not a word.
I was like, what did you just spell?
Yep. Making up my own words. I had Lego as a kid. Used to have a big box and small kids Lego table. Oh man, this chat moves really quick.
Yeah. You used to play with your sister all the time, then nice.
Let's roll inside.
I'm reading it over there.
Yeah, so
A workspace for it, and then a lid so you could use it. Oh yeah, so you have like basically the workspace and the lid. You put the lid back on, and it turns back into a normal table kind of thing. That's a great idea.
Well.
Yeah, that's an absolutely wonderful idea. Evil significant others understand the sickness of the hobby.
There's got to be an acronym for that. Do you know what AFAL stands for?
No, I don't actually.
Adult fan of Lego.
Okay, that's what I figured.
There's AFALs, there's TFALs.
I had a feeling, but I didn't want to like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big and small Lego kids tables. You need a workspace for it, and then a lid so you could use it as a normal table when you weren't playing it. Oh, that's fantastic. Sets of Zax and Connects. I've give both. You know what? People get like a little worked up over like the just Lego thing, but at the end of the day, if it helps unlocks the kids' creativity and they have fun with it, that's really what's important, right?
It's Nick's fault that my daughter started playing with it actually because that set that you gave me at Christmas time.
Yeah,
for
and
my
you were
daughter,
looking for something. And
Yeah,
I was
looking
grabbing
for
some
something.
stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna pick up an extra one for Rick so he can bring that over to the little one.
It's funny because we'll sit down and she's like, I want to build something, so we'll dump it out, and it's always something different. It's like, let's build a house for my T-Rex, and I'm like, well, there's not enough pieces here for that, but we can try and do what we got, you know.
All right, just keeping up with all of you amazing people. And guys, just thank you for being here, supporting the stream today, supporting our builders, of course. You guys are gonna be the ones who decide their fate. I like it. See, look, I knew there would be one.
There you go.
Yep.
Let's take a look over here. I haven't been watching what you guys are doing, and it looks like Dave's got an interesting piece going on.
Casey, I noticed right off the bat it spent a little bit more time getting things organized.
Yes,
so
I noticed
have a better
that too.
idea of how things were grouped up.
I feel we have like a little bit of almost like a little castle entrance or something, like a little.
Oh yeah, maybe a micro scale build,
Yeah.
which is great. That's one of my favorite
It's a
things
great
about
way to
Lego.
it's a great way to use all these small pieces because as you can see, I mean, there's a lot of tiny pieces here, so you're not going to be building anything on a grand scale unless you're really creative, which I'm not. He's home. Yeah.
So Gil, the sets, I just typed a command in chat. That's got all the info on the 3 sets they're using there. If all goes well, you'll be an architect. Yep. I think it's funny how actually like growing up with Lego can actually provide you some direction on what you might want to do if you're really drawn to it. I feel like it leads to things like engineering, which is actually what I ended up studying in university. Jules was talking about that he's going into architecture, which is fantastic. I think it's pretty common to see Lego fans like
architecture
go into fields that are very heavily related or things you would, I guess, they almost
structural
expect.
engineering.
Yep. I think there's some people out there who've done that too. Absolutely. And how are our builders feeling over here? We'll let you guys kind of zone out for a little bit.
We hit just past the 30-minute left. 15
We have,
minutes
yes.
done.
Actually, I gotta get that
Time
challenge.
for that. Time for the challenge.
Yeah,
Here we
I
go.
can't believe it's already been 15 minutes and I haven't even built something new yet.
Yeah, fastest 15 minutes of my life.
I think it starts slow. It kind of ramps up
Yeah.
slowly. Like you as you start to get a feel for it, you'll settle into it and you'll get things really, really going. But now we're gonna throw a wrench into their plans by throwing a challenge at them.
Even better.
Yeah, make their lives even more complicated. So guys, I'm almost out. Oh, almost out. 2 months until graduation. I thought you meant 2 months to get in. Very exciting, Jules. Congratulations. All right, guys. So we have 2 potential challenges that we're going to submit these builders to today, and you guys get to decide what it's going to be. So your first option is going to be one-handed building. So the builders are going to lose an entire hand of building. I'm only going to make them
Not
do that
permanently, Chad.
Not permanently. No, we're not removing any. We're not popping off any Lego arms here and setting them aside. They're gonna get to keep both of them. That'll be for 3 minutes, guys. That'll be for 3 minutes because I know that one's a little harsh. And then otherwise it would be kneeling in building. So just being a little extra uncomfortable. They're gonna have to get rid of their chairs, kneel on the floor. Hopefully their desks aren't too tall. If they are, too bad.
Reach the pieces.
Yep. It's gonna change their viewing angle of all the parts they have. Might make them forget some things. So you guys will get to decide.
And one-handed building would be rough, especially if you try to put something on a side plate on an edge.
That's why it's going to be for a little bit less. So it's either something harder for less time or something not as bad for more time.
You know what? This is where Dave might have an advantage.
Why is that?
He hasn't organized his bricks yet. He can use the 3 minutes to organize his bricks with one hand.
Maybe. That's not a bad idea. Why are you giving them all these good ideas, man?
I don't know. I'm just like...
All right, guys, and give me just a second. We're not ready just yet to vote. We're gonna do 3 minutes of voting now. So let's go ahead and dive into that. 3 minutes of voting, guys. It's all ready for you there in chat.
They can pretend they can't hear me.
Free to get voting. It's true.
I mean, but then you also have to remember that if you don't normally organize, then you've just given up 3 minutes of possible building. With only 27 left.
Yep. No, it can take away some of their time. Seriously.
I think the one thing that's nice about, you know, Casey having that organization there is that you get to see everything in front of you, so you can kind of get an idea faster. However, I also have that thing where you can watch the pieces dissipate from which you really want to use.
Yep, it's true. True.
I'm getting an organizational sense of their real lives firsthand.
Yep. I admittedly, I think if I were competing, my pile would look much more like Dave's than Casey's. I don't know if I'd be willing to put in the time.
He didn't take long.
I think both of our builders are tall today, but it's still not fun to be on your knees at all.
No, I don't.
Especially not while you're trying to, in the middle of a competition, so.
Yeah. And just a friendly reminder as well, ladies and gentlemen, whether you can afford to or not donate to St. Jude charity, it is an incredible cause, and $1 is more than nothing. Everybody in the world threw in $1. Be incredible how much and how long we could run that.
That'd be a lot of
for.
seconds that we could run that hospital for, right?
That's what I always tell people is like, you know, the $32 a second to run that hospital. If I was to donate $32, even if it doesn't feel like, okay, I've left that hospital, you know, running for a second. Well, if in that 1 second a child is cured or, you know, they receive a treatment, you own that second.
Yeah.
For that 1 second, you own that entire place, that facility.
Yep. And speaking of donations, we just had one coming from our very good friend, Dan. Dan, thank you so much. Dan was actually a previous competitor on season 1 of Battle of the Bricks. And I saw someone in the chat being very evil, thinking of threatening to make me kneel. Imagine me trying to kneel and build on the standing table here. It's a crank test, though, so I could just turn it down. I could cheat.
Shh, don't tell them
All
that.
right, let me just
pretend you're actually cranking yourself
know, right?
up. Your knees are crying.
Don't need that. Let's see. Dan, let us know if you wanted to trigger any of the incentives as well. You did not choose to there. But
I find it's hard because, like, actually, like, sometimes people don't want to do any of the rewards.
I know.
But then sometimes people are so excited to donate, they forget that the
I know,
reward
and honestly,
thing is
I'm
there.
not gonna lie,
and I don't hold it to people either.
Yeah,
you know?
no, you don't want to hold people to it. So I saw that was right. I saw that was you. All right, and wait, where did we finish the votes? Oh no, we had 20 seconds left. Oh my gosh, look at this! What? Guys, we need more votes in chat right now, guys. We cannot let the bot decide. I will pause the timer on this if necessary. Oh, there we go. We're getting the things flipped. Dan, type BOTBIN to see the incentives. Oh, thank goodness. I was scared there.
Were you scared? No.
No. Oh, gosh.
1 second
We
left.
need more votes in chat, guys. I can't let this go to a tie.
No, we can.
We can't let the bot.
No, we can.
You want me to let the bot decide?
No, it's fine. It's fine. It broke.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna give you like another
Resume
5.
it. No,
I'm gonna
just
give you another
resume
5 seconds. Because the thing is, see, people might.
Yeah, but what if it goes 50-50?
And look, some people don't know how to vote. Exclamation mark vote space the number, guys.
But I was gonna say, what if it splits? Then they have to cut the time in half and kneel while building with one hand.
All right. Ooh, no, but the bot will pick. That's the problem. The bot will pick. So, all right. I think we're all good though, guys. I think we're steady. I'm gonna run the timer. Let it run out. And there we go. Let's see. It's gonna be one-handed building.
So we should right when we hit the 23 mark is great because then when we hit
I'm gonna set this up on my watch so I don't forget. So I actually get a notification of the time.
So then when we hit the 23 mark, we'll have 3 minutes of one-handed building, and we'll let you guys know so you don't have to focus on that.
Yep, that's coming up soon. I'm ready to start it. A large wearable. All right. And Dan, who would you like to be submitted to that large wearable? You get to decide which one of us would suffer the fate of having to rock one out. And it'll be random. So I have a little command set up for that.
Here we go.
You'll let chat decide. Oh, he wants chat to decide.
Oh, boy.
And yes, guys, so 15 seconds until you start one-handed building.
Something in microscale? I think so, too. I really like the microscale stuff. It's amazing.
Oh, and thank you, Tick, for sharing. Nick
All right,
wears.
we hit our 23 minutes.
Nick. Okay, no, we're definitely seeing more Nick.
Builder's one hand. Here we go.
Yep. 3 minutes has been started. All right, and let me read things here. Not sure if you saw with all the votes, but $3 helps St. Jude's provide pediatric isolation masks that help protect patients with compromised immune systems. $10 helps provide a new toy for hospital play areas or recreational areas. Maybe even some Lego in there, you never know. $30 helps provide a St. Jude family with meals for 1 day in Cake
Cafe.
Cake Cafe,
yeah.
The St. Jude cafeteria.
Which is
incredible.
incredible.
Even small amounts really help out the charity. Thank you so much for sharing.
The cafe is incredible. Like when you walk in there, And I mean, like, this hospital is incredible too. Like, it's not like you go to a hospital, it smells like a hospital. This place doesn't smell like anything. Like, there's nothing. There's no. It's incredible how clean it is. Which one's number 4? Is that this one?
Yeah, you know it is.
I know it is. Here you go, buddy.
All right,
Enjoy.
it looks like Captain America is going to be taking over as host of Battle of
Wait,
the
you're
Bricks.
supposed to get up, turn the chair around backwards, and do the meme?
Oh, am I? Did you see the Lego version?
I did. I saw that. Was
That's
great.
like my most popular tweet ever.
I know.
So, you wanted to see Nick wear a wearable. That was better.
I think it was fun. I think you could do better next time.
I will.
But yeah, the cafe is actually really amazing. They have chefs, and these chefs really care. So like, even if it's, they were telling us, our person that was taking us on a tour was telling us about how there was a kid that was being treated there that was very picky about certain eating, and they really wanted this one specific food, which they don't have there. And the chef was determined, so he was following all these recipes to try and make this homemade meal, which is from India, and they just weren't hitting it, and the kid would not eat, and it was having a hard time eating because it just would not eat it.
Gotcha.
So they actually contacted the family's grandmother in India, had a translator, figure out exactly the recipe, how to break it down, and then the chef made it for them. So there is, not only is it like the food that they make sure that these kids are healthy and happy and that they live like some of the nicest lives, but you know, they get the food to make sure that they live
really
comfortably. You know, they go every.
That's
you know,
incredible.
Yeah,
And I'm so glad you can share these stories.
Yeah, it's a place that's unlike anything. Like you know, you can't help but feel something when you're in there. You know.
Yeah,
So you thought you liked Lego?
Yeah, I should've said something like that. That would've been way better. All right, builders, you have 40 seconds. 40 seconds, yeah.
There's one-handed building skill action right here.
Indeed, you guys are both super pros.
Yeah, this is impressive.
Yes,
using
3 minutes of one-handed building, but they are almost done there.
Nope, going backwards. Dave's going backwards. He's got an idea, something different. Oh, it's getting away on him here.
That nobody builds as a kid, doesn't matter what color it is as long as it's the model. Yeah, I mean, you gotta work with what you got, right? So if you want to build something big and you don't have all the same color pieces, just go for it, right?
They can only use one hand for the 3 minutes to do the challenge, so.
Correct.
Sounds to you like a spoiled brat? No, it was just something that they needed, because, you know, like, kids are what they are.
Yep. All right, builders, you may resume building with 2 hands. You may resume building with 2 hands. Is that a big relief, guys? Was that pretty torturous?
Yeah, that's great.
Looking good, though. Do you actually, I think I see something I may recognize already on...
Yeah?
On Dave's? No?
Oh, yes.
You seeing it?
Yes. I do. I do see it.
Oh, it's so true, Jules. It's funny how the online Lego market has, like, opened the door for, like, allowing you to build beyond just what you have.
Yeah.
And making you want to just buy more. Blindfolded. Oh, I couldn't do that to these guys. Especially not with a creative build. If there was somehow a Lego set involved, that could be different.
Yeah.
Do some blind building.
Be insane. I remember you did that one here during the Millennium Falcon with the box.
Yep, I did one recently and I completely failed at it. But I did have a part fly off the model and I couldn't find it. And chat wasn't quick enough to let me know it had been missing, so I spent most of the time looking. And you know, a lot of fun things that you can do with Lego do have to do with like the challenges. It's one of my favorite things about going to conventions is just seeing all the different types of like interesting challenges. There's a lot of like minifigure speed builds, blind builds are very common. They usually create things like, actually there's a lot of boat races, funnily enough,
really?
so where like they'll use the pool of the hotel that's attached to the convention center, which is pretty cool to see. Yeah, a lot of robotics competitions, of course.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Lots of potential for that. I did some robotics competitions as part of my classes in university. All right, 18 minutes. How are our builders feeling?
Not bad. I think I got it.
Feeling confident. Feeling confident. What about you, Casey?
Not feeling as confident.
Uh-oh. Just don't tell chat. They'll never know.
Yeah.
You gotta exude confidence, you know?
Is there a Lego store where you can buy select
Fake it
Lego
till you
pieces?
make it.
Oh, is there ever? There's not one. There's not 2. There's 3 Lego stores. 3 Lego stores locally where I can go buy Lego.
And online though.
Online. Oh, online.
Everywhere.
Yeah. It's BrickLink.com, which I have a... Who's trying to type commands in chat? Oh yeah, sorry. Jules, I have a command for that anyways, so don't worry. I'm always ready to go for these kind of things. All right, so I think that's enough. Captain America time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No, you're good. You're good, Jules. I got them set up in chat.
All right, what are we starting to see here on Casey's? Starting to see another creature form.
I think so. I think I have a pretty good idea.
I have an idea what I think. I think I know what it is too.
It ties into his
yeah,
overall thing,
yeah,
so.
yeah. If I believe that.
And thank you, Crusade. That helmet is kind of cool. I think its time is coming to an end.
Is it going to be time to pull it apart?
I think I have a better idea for something that ties into the theming of the channel a little bit better.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to build like a full Iron Man face thing down.
Don't get me started. I've dreamed of doing an Iron Man cosplay, but out of nothing but Lego. But man,
With a piece that locks in.
something, yeah. Lights. There's so much you could do with it.
That'd be so cool.
Lego's so hard to make wearable in general. Other than
You
like,
did a pretty good
but
job
like a
of
helmet,
it.
yeah. But like if you really want to go all out, you gotta do
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, all of it. So
True.
yeah, Rick. So in your experience with Lego, have you ever found you were like drawn to a particular type of Lego piece?
I would still say that I'm always still drawn, like the pieces style of
Just like
pieces.
the regular bricks?
Yeah, I'm just a regular brick guy. Like, you know, like there are some newer ones. I don't know what you call them because you know the names more than I do, but they have the things on the front. with the
Oh,
pieces-
snot bricks.
The snot bricks, yeah.
Snot bricks. Studs
Yeah,
not on
those
top.
are really cool.
Yeah, they open up a lot of doors for
I
building.
dig those now because we didn't have those as a kid,
Yeah.
but like, because when I was growing up, the only sets we had that I loved was always castles. The traditional classic castles and knights.
Mhm.
And that's what I'm drawn to still.
Yeah.
I'll still build that stuff with dragons and that.
Indeed.
And we didn't have that stuff to hang flags on.
Yeah.
It made.
Nope. You had like you had to
made-
brick it. It had to be a brick flag, right?
But what's nice is that having those pieces stick out, it allows you to kind of get a new 3D sort of landscaping around the front of an
Indeed,
object that
indeed.
you couldn't
Yep.
get
Oh,
before.
yeah, I
You
do
always
that
had
all the time.
to. You had to build out inside your builds to come out, and that would just make them. That's why our sets were always big and chunky. We didn't
Yeah.
have like micro stuff.
Yep. Like the teeth and slopes, awesome the wall. Some castle goodness. Oh yeah. Have you ever seen? Oh, I have indeed. Yeah, it's really really good, Jules. Admittedly, if I wanted to try something like that, I'd be very tempted to just make sure it was pure Lego. I know Benny had to tape or glue some things onto some bits, which is definitely understandable considering you can do it.
You know what though? I gotta say, like, this might be boring, but one of my favorite things in the world is just seeing a big sheet.
Of like a.
Just a big sheet to just get started.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, I don't know what it is.
Like that's just like a place for imagination to grow from.
It's the blank canvas in which you
is,
build.
yeah.
So like, there's something still about these kind of things that I love it because like even with like my daughter, she's like, let's build a house. I'm like, you have to start somewhere, and this is so.
True.
I'm still a big fan of just big
Yeah.
sheets or big flat pieces.
Yo, don't be teasing them. We've still got 15 minutes
There
left.
you go. A mighty Captain Frost is what I'm feeling about.
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
blank canvas.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is.
That was my inspirational moment.
A blank canvas. I like it. What about our builders? Do you guys have some favorite pieces that you find yourself using really frequently, or you just love to bits?
The Travis brick is my go-to like favorite piece. It's just incredible.
Thank you, by the way. For anyone who doesn't know what the Travis brick is,
I don't.
And I think it was named after a guy who like really opened up a lot of the doors and ideas with using that. And Drowning Dog, thank you so much for the bits. Oh my gosh, appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Hey man.
BrickinBot can be a little bit silly sometimes, Noel. Travis brick is a 1x1 brick, but it has studs on all four sides. So it really opens up a lot of doors. I wouldn't be surprised to hear that you use those very often in your creatures and characters, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, look at.
Uh-oh, do you have a broken brick, Casey?
I got a broken piece.
Did you do that
I
yourself?
don't think it was me. I haven't touched it.
Wow. I'm so sorry about that.
All right, time to call
Is it still usable?
I think so.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
What if I incorporate it? Is it bonus points?
The
The headlight brick. So if you're not familiar with that one, that's a 1x1 with a stud on one side, but it's recessed partially. And the reason that part is so interesting is it actually does a lot to help with what I like to call Lego math, in that Lego bricks aren't perfect squares if you look at them, right? They're square on the top, but height-wise they're actually a little bit taller, which means it makes things complicated when you start building in multiple directions. But headlight bricks do a lot to kind of offset things to help kind of correct for that math, so they can be extremely, extremely useful. I would definitely agree with you, Jules, that they are an excellent piece. Yeah, there is. Oh my gosh, after all, there is a broken piece in our model. But who knows, maybe Casey will still be able to make use of it. Bonus points to him for that.
That's what I mean. Like that's the great thing about Lego now is like there's still innovation happening. I mean, it's not as fast as other things, but I would say the last 5 years has probably really projected the creation of new styles of bricks that have allowed people to come up with some incredible things. Whereas before we were just happy to know we had a brick.
Yeah, indeed. Favorite piece of the mug? Well,
I remember when we used to start getting like the thinner, like the 1 by whatever, and then that was huge for us. Like holy, we can actually we can do really fine builds now.
Yeah, because you had one less thickness. Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
All about the 1x2 jumper plate. Yeah, all about those offsets. A 1x2 jumper plate is a regular small 1x2 plate, but with one stud in the middle instead of one stud on top.
Yeah, I know the one there. Yep.
Those are really, really nice for allowing you to create some offsets. Yes, exactly, Noel. That would have been the one. Classic Technic beam. Awesome, Amir. I know you're a bigger fan of the Technic in general, so it doesn't surprise me that you lean towards the Technic side.
Never did Technic.
No?
No, it was sort of like in that age, when it came out, when it was like sort of like I was already not,
I have been really impressed actually with a lot of the Technic sets as of recently. I've been really impressed with, because I think the focus of Technic has always been like function.
Yeah.
And I've been really impressed with how they've started to fit functions in smaller and smaller models as they've like expanded some of the Technic pool of parts. And really, really cool to see. Really, really cool.
Look at this.
Approaching 10 minutes, builders.
It has something else going on here, and I don't know what it is, but he's trying to squeeze something into this last little piece here.
Lots of fidgeting. Casey, I don't think, did you talk about what your favorite pieces could be?
No, I didn't. But
So
I don't
tell
know if
us.
I really
I thought it was the
have
broken
one.
piece he was holding up.
Yeah. It'd only be my favorite if it wins me the competition. No, I don't think I really have one in particular. I mean, with the sheer amount of mosaics that I do, maybe like just the 1x1 rounded
Very, very helpful.
plates, but
Yeah, it's sometimes it's hard to narrow it down.
Sometimes people might not have a favorite. They just love them all equally.
Exactly. How long
It's
is
like
the stream got
choosing a
left?
favorite
10
child.
minutes on this build.
10 minutes of the building?
It's just so weird that I said 10 minutes at the same time. I was getting ready to say 10 minutes. That's not how long the stream has.
Stream's got probably about 15-20 left, depending on how long it takes for our builders to present. And we've got, of course, the most important of the day, which is the vote. The voting, guys. The voting.
I'm excited to see the voting and what happens with that.
Well, it's up to the builders to persuade chat to vote for their thing. You're welcome, Clayton, of course, my friend, of course.
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody use the rubber tires. I'm upset
now. He's waving them at you. He's teasing you. He's teasing you.
We'll see what happens.
You know how little I use tires ever? I just have a huge bucket full of all.
I totally feel that, Dave.
I throw tires on everything when I'm playing with stuff, just so that I can have wheels and be like, here, look, it's a vehicle.
Something you can kind of like play with, right?
Well, because we have more of like because we don't really have a Lego building table now, so we just build on the floor. But we have one of these. You can buy them at IKEA. It's like 20 or 30 bucks or something, and it's like a kid's rug. That's like a cityscape.
Oh, true, yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
and then that way we just build stuff, and then she plays around in the city. You know, like there's like a beach and a park and stuff. So.
Yep, really opens up some doors.
Yeah.
Yes, Noel, the streams will be at a very similar time every Sunday. For the next 4 weeks, they will be every Sunday at 3 p.m. And then the last weekend of the competition, they'll be ever so slightly earlier because we're in Chicago.
Woohoo!
Those road rugs are classic. Yeah.
I love road rugs,
exactly.
man.
And hi, Teelan, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you indeed.
So many small pieces. What is that one? See right there, like the little wrench, the double wrench?
I think that's one of the new arm pieces.
Yeah.
Like new arm
I know we
claws.
played with those in the Millennium. I mean, I'm pretty sure we handled every kind of piece that existed.
I'm sure with the Millennium Falcon being the biggest set ever. Just walking over the roads makes you feel like Godzilla, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brick World, Steak. I'm so excited that we're gonna get to see there. There's actually quite a few people in the Brick World.
That's exciting. When is it?
Coming out? Middle of June.
So right
It's actually the same time as E3.
Oh, wow.
But E3 doesn't really happen over the weekend, right?
No, it's during the
mostly,
week.
During the week, yeah.
But it depends. Like, I'll be there for the weekend and then the week of. So, because we go for the showcases. So, I will be at E3 from, I think, the 9th to the 15th.
Okay.
It's like a week.
Yep. Hey, Teelan dropping the host. Thank you so much. Would really love to go. Hopefully someday, Jules. I would love to come to Europe sometime. I'm sure.
Europe.
And like see more of the Lego conventions across North America too, because there's so many, so many. We pretty much have covered every corner.
It's weird. Every time I look at the timer, it's really just chunking away now.
Yeah,
time doesn't speed up, but
you know?
it is actually, you know.
Yeah, it feels like it flies by. Feels like it flies by.
Like Dave's got quite the things
Yeah,
going on
he
here.
does.
He's got
He's
some
getting
stuff
multiple
happening.
things going.
He's building another piece now.
Yep. I think Casey
finished
probably
the
set
one
aside,
piece.
yeah, the
he
earlier
finished the
one
one
he had.
piece. He set that aside. Now he's working on a new one here.
So another thing I always love talking about is upcoming build projects. So have you guys, our builders, have been working on anything lately?
That's a big
always,
suck.
but I
Always.
don't know.
I mean, it is your job, Dave, so I would expect you to be working pretty frequently on
I
stuff.
just did a Fortnite bus. That was fun.
Awesome. Oh, you know, I caught a picture of that, I think, on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tried the paper top, didn't work out so well.
Yeah, no, that wasn't. The paper craft is not my skill area. Let's just be frank about that.
Stick to the Lego.
Then I've got a Deadpool I'm working on right now.
Nice.
Ooh, very nice.
Contracting somebody to work on with
Beautiful.
me. Because
Yeah.
I hire people now, which is weird.
Hey.
That's where it takes you. You
Yeah.
gotta go with it.
Yeah.
Just gotta roll with it. And yes, guys, please do make sure you go check out both of our builders across all the different social media platforms they're on. And see their amazing work and keep up with all the awesome stuff that they do. Please, please, please. And Casey, what about you? Do you have any other mosaics planned? Perhaps? I'm sure you always have ideas going, but...
I have the pieces for it. It's more so just the time, I suppose, because Brick World is very soon, and it's kind of about making sure you have the best of the best prepared. So, I mean, not so much mosaics. I need to photograph my Stranger Things project. It just wrapped up.
Awesome.
So I have some mini land
Yeah.
plus builds and some brick heads that'll be coming out soon. So, looking forward to that, and it'll round out my Stranger Things display for this year. So.
Beautiful. How many different components of the display you have that makes it all up?
4 or 5, depending on how much I get done within the next month. So.
Gotcha. And speaking of 5,
It's 5 minutes left.
less than 5 minutes
Less
left,
than
guys. See a yellow bow card. Yep, looks like he's got something going there, Elmirion.
You know,
Saw the Fortnite bus.
You need the 1 minute left Mario speed up music.
Oh my gosh, that'd be. I don't think I want to do that to the builder. I'm stressed out enough for them already. I mean, I can't imagine some intense music coming on and adding that additional pressure. Just wait a minute. Oh gosh.
Not the music when you lose Baby Mario in Yoshi's Island. That is the most nerve-wracking sound ever.
Yes.
I think video games in general can do a very good job of really applying that pressure. Even the sound in Destiny when you're low on health, where the heartbeat starts kicking in.
Yep.
Man, it gets me nervous every time.
I'm a nervous kind of guy on that stuff. Not in general, but
yeah.
that in video games.
When I know I'm
freaked
on the
out.
fringe of dying, oh man, it really gets to me quick.
The speed up music.
It's killer.
It's always
killer. It's
it's
so
always
dangerous. I won't do that to these guys. This competition's
I
already
would.
intense enough.
I would.
Maybe for the finals or something. I'll mix it up a little bit. We'll see. Same in Halo. You know what? Sadly, I've never played a Halo title.
Really?
Other than some multiplayer in high school.
There you go.
No, high school computer class.
Oh man. I was expecting to see no Lego left on the table.
I know, disappointing for
I
both
know.
of our builders here.
Incredible.
Not using every single piece provided to them. Awful.
Obviously, in
awful.
future, you just need to provide one 200-piece set.
Oh, Jules, I'm so sorry. I am going to have to deny your message. Remember, we keep it safe for work, so no swear words in your messages, please. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. First Battle of the Brick, 3 minutes till it's finished. And we get
Season
to see
2.
the amazing work.
Episode 1.
Yep. First battle of the season.
Get some excitement.
You said the donkey word. Donkey word.
Ah.
You could have said a bad donkey, but you said the other way, so. Unfortunately, Clayton, we are not running the where commands today. Those are only triggered through donations to St. Jude. And don't forget, guys, I don't think we are going to be hitting our goal today, but that's totally okay. We still raised some money for St. Jude's, which is amazing.
Raise some?
Yep.
It's more than none.
I think we got pretty close to doing that 1 second today, which is pretty incredible. And then, of course, you can think about all the things Tick talked about earlier and how those all support the charity. And you can still have fun with me and Rick, though.
Yes.
It's never a bad time to make me or Rick look silly, or you can make Nick eat a Bean Boozled bean. Only me, though.
Yeah,
so
only him.
Make sure you remove that from you.
2 minutes.
Builders, how are we feeling? Yep.
All right. Okay. I hope this doesn't fall apart.
There you go. I mean, you've got pieces out. I mean, each builder has something built, and that's, I think, most important in making you feel like you have something better than nothing. If you didn't have anything finished at this point, uh-oh, Casey's revisiting that one that we thought we were finished. Uh-oh. He's got an idea, though, for it. He's got a better idea for this. That's what it is.
Yeah, but is it good to start tackling an idea like that with a minute 30? Hello, Kate. Welcome on in.
I think so. I think what it is that he's probably finished that other piece. He's happy with it. Now he's like, you know what? Because of that one, I need to refine this one.
Try and bring up the overall quality and stuff. Yeah. You know,
you're not going to finish a new piece in a minute and a half, so you might as well refine the pieces you do have.
Yep.
I got a thumbs up there, so it must have been on to something.
Yeah, there you go. Another thumbs up. Kate, hope you're doing well today. You're just in time to get in on the voting action with just over a minute left. I can't believe how fast those 45 minutes are.
I know. When the 45 minutes was there, I was like, this is going to feel like a long time, but it really wasn't.
It's gone by so quick. Getting to hang out with all you in chat, seeing these guys go at it. Two amazingly talented builders at work. Again, both of which you guys should check out. Dave and Casey. Oh, did he change that to be Sunday? Well, funnily enough, I don't know if you knew, T-Lin, MDUN or Kyle is going to be one of our competitors. He's actually going to be on the show next week.
Nice.
And actually, we're going to make sure we dive into the brackets so you guys can see what the breakdown is.
Dave's put down his last piece there, which we all know what it is.
That one is. Yep.
And now he's just going to move his pieces aside and
Come on,
relax.
you have 20 seconds, Dave. Let's see what you can do with 20 seconds.
No.
Something with 4 tires.
He's like, I just want to breathe for a sec.
He's putting together. There you go. He's putting together a tire. There you go. Thank you. And somebody used a tire. That's some nice attire you got going on.
He's going to have to roll that into the story, though. How's he going to justify it?
Gonna have to roll it into the story.
3, 2, 1, and that is time, folks.
Breaks down.
Breaks down, everybody. Oh my gosh, that went by so quick. Woo! Amazing, amazing job. Let's get some clappers in chat for both of our builders, guys. Get some clappers in chat. If you don't know Kappa // it's a clapper. A Lego Voltron shirt. I don't know. Are you? Maybe. Is that what you're rocking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am in fact rocking a Lego Voltron.
Kate's a big Voltron fan, so she would definitely see that. Yeah, let's get some hype, guys. Some excitement for both of our builders. Regardless of what the outcome is, we both know they have done amazing, and we now get to have the excitement of their presentation. And this is going to be for all of it, guys. And for everyone in chat, keep in mind, we are trying to judge these builds based on the quality of them and how well you did in thinking, that they match the theme. So keep all of these things in mind when you're listening to the builder's presentation, as that is how we want to judge these builds. And then a reminder to either of our builders or any other competitors who may be in chat, you are not allowed to vote. You are in the competition. No voting. All right, why don't we go ahead and get started with, this time we'll go with Casey first, because Dave went first earlier.
All right,
give us the full presentation, the previous model and this one.
All right, super. So I kept with the same theme of RuneScape, and I tried to keep it to a lot of small, limited builds. So, already seen the 15-minute build. So for this one, I did Varrock Castle. Nice. So kind of a micro build. It's where you spawn in RuneScape. Try to get a nice little flag in there, and there's also a second level where the bank is. So I tried to replicate that as best as I could with some of this weird hinge piece finagling.
Yeah,
got some torches out front as well.
Very nice, very nice.
Additionally, classic RuneScape staple or any fantasy game in general is Goblin. So it's just a Goblin in general. So on your way to Al-Kharid Gate, got this Goblin you can murder on your way over. He's kind of got stabby hands, but try to replicate like his ears, his horns, things like that. A little bit of clothing here too. So
looking good, looking good.
Yeah.
Additionally, the build we've already seen. So this is just the RuneScape character with dragon armor, medium helm, etc., etc. And then lastly, and I think this one is probably my favorite of the ones I did,
wow.
was this witch character. Because,
cool.
again, classic fantasy staple as well. So blue robes on kind of thing. We've got big bulbous nose, of course, flowing black hair. Got a staff in this hand and a fire spell in the other. And then if you can see in the back here, there's the broken piece that helped round out the back.
Wow,
So
very nice. And look at that, making use of them. Yeah.
some of the connections a bit tough if you catch it, but
Gotcha.
yeah. So RuneScape was the theme.
Very nice job. Yeah, and I see some great details there. I love how you used them. I don't even know what you would call those pieces. The blue pieces on the top of the hat, those are, I think, often referred to as like seat backs. I think they used to be used in sets for that. You can clip
I
stuff
try to
on,
use
but-
that as the point of the.
Yeah, no, you did very well to do that. Amazing job all around, Casey. Another round of applause.
Very awesome.
Beautiful
Very awesome.
stuff. Yeah, which is
Love
really
the
well
use
made.
of some of this stuff.
Almost
which
looks
is
like the
great.
Black Mage in Final Fantasy.
Exactly.
Bringing back some memories from childhood RuneScape. Haven't heard that name in years. So, all right, and we now move on to builder number 1, Dave. So, Dave, what do you have for us?
All right, so I'll go in reverse order here. So the last thing I built was this Infinity Gauntlet. Unfortunately, I didn't have many transparent colored pieces, so I just used some small 1x1s in various colors to try and represent some Infinity Stones on it.
Very nice.
Not the best, but I just had some time left at the end.
Hey, yeah, made use of
Before
it.
that, this is supposed to be a little bust of Gomorrah.
Awesome.
From Guardians of the Galaxy and Infinity War. She's got some very pointy teeth. Tried to get the detail of her hair because she's
the
got
coloring
black
at the end
hair
of it.
and the pink at the bottom, but I did dark red, lacking pink.
Made good use of lots of the different black pieces to give it some texture and stuff like that. Awesome.
And then this is the Guardians of the Galaxy ship from the first
I figured it
movie.
was.
What is that called?
The Milano.
Milano.
Milano, yeah. I saw these colors, this blue or azure and the flame orange, and I believe those are the two colors used in the official set.
Indeed it is.
And the fact that there were the wing pieces, it just seemed like a pretty obvious thing given that was already a theme I had established, and getting the kind of like wings at the fun angle was like a fun challenge for this.
Awesome.
So, yeah. And then we've got our little trash panda and Groot over here, obviously in his adult form.
Building a nice little quintuplet set there. Beautiful stuff, Dave. Get some more hype and love in the chat. And Ale, thank you so much for that follow as well. Amazing, amazing stuff, guys, from both of our builders. All right, and it is time to get to the final moment, the moment that decides who the winner of Battle of the Bricks will be. So just like we were doing before, guys, and yeah, get some hype and excitement in the chat, guys. That's what I like to see.
I love that castle on the micro.
It is really nice. I love that you managed to use so many of the Technic pieces, made all the little windows. Whoa, that was weird. And let me get everything ready for you guys here so we can vote. Yeah, look at all that love and hype. The stuff, guys. Oh, didn't know the right thing. Or is it? That's all. There we go.
There you go.
No polls yet. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna get you all the options right here, and we'll do another 3 minutes to vote. So get yourselves ready, folks. Here we go. So what are your thoughts, Rick? What are your comments on the builds here?
Well, first of all, I'm actually happy to see so many pieces from each person, so it wasn't just like one or two. You know, having 4 or 5 pieces that are definitely unique to each other is very cool. Utilizing all that time and the way that the pieces were used, especially in the Milano and the Wizard, great use of those angulars and stuff like that to kind of create those shapes. I'm a fan of both, but I still I've never been a RuneScape guy, but I still like the idea of that fantasy build in the castle. Like that little castle really hooks me in.
Gotcha. I will ask you to not comment on what we're seeing here. We want to keep it a surprise.
Oh, I'm not going to comment on anything.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Except for what I know. What about you?
I love everything that we've seen.
Great.
I agree that I like that we got a wide variety of builds from both of them, showing you know how they can make use of the different colors in the sets. They both did a really good job of taking advantage of all the colors that were available and incorporating them into each of the characters, which I think is a huge plus for both of them. Yeah. So Excellent stuff all
I
around.
loved seeing the build of the Milano at first too, because
I know,
I know
you
exactly what
recognized
this
it right
is.
away. Yeah, that was really cool to see. Was it very, very cool to see indeed. So remember, guys, the theme is movies and video games. Builders, feel free to continue to show off your stuff. And how are you guys feeling about the competition overall now that you're kind of, in a sense, you're done with it for now? It's all the rest.
It's in the hands of Chad.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
I'm impressed I was able to pull this many unique builds out in just an hour. That's a lot less time than I usually dedicate to any single build. So.
Yeah. Awesome. And Casey, how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm just glad that it's over. It's so stressful all of a sudden, you know?
Was it pretty stressful for you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never really been timed to build before. Typically, it takes me like, you know, like a month to finish a project, so...
Yep.
Now people are going to expect more from you sooner.
Yep.
Oh,
Better get
jeez.
moving quicker on these builds. All right, guys, we're getting down to 1 minute. So if you haven't gotten your voting, guys, now is the time to do so. Exclamation mark vote, space the number. Make sure you guys are voting correctly so your votes will count. And just keep getting those votes in. Builder number 1 is Dave on the top left. Builder number 2 is Casey on the bottom right. Oh my gosh, and Alicia coming in with $25 for
Fantastic.
St. Jude. What an awesome way to end off the night.
Amazing.
Let's see, is she gonna put us through anything? Am I getting bean-boozled?
You might be.
Probably would be. Yeah. Oh, you guys get to enjoy that as we make our exit. You guys will get to see that once we find out who the winner of the competition is. I will eat a bean. We'll eat a bean. What a great way to end the show with Nick probably having
What a great first one back to the second season.
It is a great start. I can't wait to see what the rest of the season will hold. More exciting builds. We're gonna have the builders, of course, share those pictures. And it looks like the time is about to run out, and your builder of Battle of the Bricks is Casey. Congratulations to Casey. Let's get some hype and love in the chat. Amazing job to both of our builders, though. We
Both
definitely can't
incredible
forget.
builders.
Yeah, how amazing all of this stuff is, and how amazing all of you guys were in chat today as well. Casey, how does it feel to be the winner of the first battle of season 2 of Battle of the Bricks? Oh my gosh, look at chat blowing up.
I don't know, I'm a little taken aback because, I don't know, Dave's Milano is so perfect.
I know.
I'm like, I can't top that in the slightest, so... I don't know, like, feels good, I guess, but I don't know. Dave and I have to go back to planning the competition together, so don't worry.
It's gonna be a little awkward.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll.
This is a friendly
fail the
competition.
next round.
Remember, guys, we're not looking for any bad blood out here. It's just for some bragging rights here and there.
No, yeah, but I'm excited.
You ready for round 2?
I'm excited to watch the finals in person.
Yeah, you'll get to see
BrickBuilding.
Casey battling it out in person. You can jeer him on in person and maybe try and distract him and berate him. So.
Yeah, that's like Dan Church for sure. You know?
Yep. Exactly. All right, guys, we are coming to a close. I do need to eat a Bean Boozled bean. I believe this one. What could this one be that I happen to draw up here?
Know.
This one I think could be. Oh, I think it's either dead fish or strawberry banana. So I guess we'll see in a moment. What's gonna happen to Nick? I'm pretty sure that's dead fish. Oh, thanks, Alicia. Oh, it's dead fish. Yeah, really delicious. But guys, I do want to thank you for an amazing time today. If you guys haven't dropped a follow already, make sure you do that. We don't miss any of the other episodes. Of course, don't forget to check out both.
Oh yeah, that was definitely dead
of our
fish.
amazing. Yep, you can smell it. Eh?
I can smell it.
It's so strong.
That's the worst. Oh.
Yep, make sure you guys go check out both of our incredible builders. You can find Dave on YouTube making amazing tutorial videos if you guys want to learn how to be a better builder. He's got all the amazing resources and videos that you could need out there. He does a really nice job of walking you guys through it. And of course, the themes of his builds are super duper fun. Video games, movies, all that amazing stuff. And Casey with his awesome brick builds, although he really needs to work on his YouTube channel.
That's true. That's
You
correct.
did say it's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress.
How many do you have?
It's complicated.
I think you have 4 videos up on YouTube, but... And of course, guys, you can actually set it up to be reminded of each episode of Battle of the Bricks. So if you click on the link there, you can click Remind Me, and that way you get like an email notification every time the competition rolls around, so you don't miss a single episode. Make sure you check out the brick building community to keep up with all the amazing LEGO builders in the community. And of course, guys, don't forget we're doing all this for St. Jude a wonderful charity. So if you want to read more and learn more about St. Jude, all the info is right there. And I'm going to be continuing to raise money for St. Jude all month long. We're just going to keep letting that donation goal grow and grow and grow and just see how much we can do for them. Otherwise, for me, I will be live tomorrow night for our viewer build requests. We're going to be doing some more fun streams this week, continuing with our Fortnite llama that we started working on recently. And then we'll see if we unlock any more special streams through our St. Jude incentives. Rick, what do you have going on soon? I believe you're actually going to be doing some more fundraising tonight, am I right?
I am. I don't know what I'm doing yet, though. I've been playing just God of War, just because I've been enjoying it. But I think tonight I'm actually leaning towards going back to that game that came out last year by an Ontario developer called Domina.
Okay.
And where donations will give the viewer the name of their own gladiator.
Oh, cool.
And we'll see how far they go to rise to the challenge of surviving.
That's going to be very fun. And of course, guys, if you haven't checked out Rick, you can find him right here at twitch.tv/pixelmonkey. That's how he goes on Twitch, so make sure you go drop him a follow so you can see his amazing streams and support his efforts to raise money for St. Jude Hospital as well. Builders, I want to thank you both again for today. I hope you guys had a really good time. Did you guys enjoy yourselves?
Yeah, this was fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was great. Thanks for hosting, guys. Appreciate it.
It was my pleasure, guys. So next Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time is going to be our next battle. And I just can't wait to see you guys there. Any other final thoughts, Rick? It's all good?
It's all good. What an incredible
Did you have a good time?
I did. I had a blast. I was trying to decide how much time I have to throw in as many thoughts as I can. And honestly, it was just awesome to be here for the first one of the second season. So I'm looking forward to watching the rest of them.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, we're going to take you off for today. You guys all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And we'll see you soon for some more LEGO fun. Happy building out there.
Take it easy. Bye, chat.
Oh my gosh, wait. Can I do something really quick? We gotta look at our bracket and see what's coming up next, guys. I totally forgot I had this overlay set up. So we're gonna dive into that. I'm such a good streamer,
It's his first time.
Yeah, I'm getting used to having all this to manage. So let's go dive into what our bracket looks like here. So today we had Casey and Dave competing. Unfortunately, it looks like Dave has been eliminated, which means that Casey gets to move on to the next round. And next week we'll be having Kevin Hinkle, who is here in chat today, as well as Kyle, or better known as my different username, competing. So look forward to that, my friends. All right, just had to make sure we did that. And then thanks once again, guys. Oh, we all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Indeed, Jules, you can check out more details on them. And I believe I have like a Flickr group and other stuff set up, so you can always, or check out the Discord as well for my channel, where you can keep up with all the stuff coming
Now we have the second awkward goodbye chat.
I know we do. I honestly, it's happened every single time that I had to do a second awkward goodbye because I missed something. So, yep. All right, but thank you again, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day and happy building out there, folks. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.